When you think of car crash dummies, you probably imagine those stiff, lifeless mannequins sitting in cars, getting slammed into walls for the sake of science. They look tough, right? Like they're built to endure anything. But what if I told you that beneath their plastic exterior lies a flaw? And nature, yes, nature might have the solution. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what a group of researchers have been working on. They're taking inspiration from biology to create something extraordinary: biomimetic skins for crash dummies. This groundbreaking work was published 3 weeks ago in the paper Quasi-Static Mechanical Biomimetics Evaluation of Car Crash Dummy Skin. The team, led by Yurun Li and several other brilliant researchers, asked a fascinating question. Can we make crash dummies more human-like in their responses to impact? What do you think? Could biomimetic skins really transform crash dummies and save more lives? Let me know in the comments below, and stick around until the end for a science meme. Now, here's the problem. Traditional crash dummies are designed with simple, rubbery skin. It's tough, but doesn't mimic the layers and textures of real human skin, fat, and muscle. And that's a big problem. Why? Because without biologically accurate skins, the data from crash tests might not reflect what actually happens to a human body in a collision. So, how did they approach this problem? Let's break it down. Imagine the human body as a multi-layered sandwich. Skin on top, soft fat tissue below that, and muscle deeper inside. Each layer absorbs and distributes force in its own unique way. To replicate this, the researchers used pig skin, fat, and muscle because they behave similarly to human tissue. Then they crafted a synthetic dummy skin with 3 layers: a flexible rubber-like outer layer for the skin, a spongy middle layer for fat, and a sturdy foam layer to mimic muscle. Think of it as designing armor, not for knights, but for hyper-accurate crash data for engineers. To test their new skin, they used compression experiments, basically squishing each layer to measure how it reacts to force. And the results are fascinating. Real human skin has this incredible ability to absorb and dissipate stress over time. Kind of like a shock absorber. The dummy skin wasn't perfect, but it was getting closer. The researchers noted that while their artificial layers mimicked some properties of real skin, they still fell short on stress relaxation, meaning it didn't release tension quite like human tissue does. But they're not stopping there. Here comes what I think. The researchers are definitely tackling a big problem: saving lives in crashes. And it couldn't be more urgent, with 1.19 million people dying in road accidents each year. Mimicking human skin in crash tests is key to making cars safer. But here's something interesting. What if this biomimetic skin could be adapted for healthcare? Imagine using its precision for improving laser surgeries to remove cancerous cells. Where else do you think this invention could make a difference? Drop your ideas in the comments. I'm curious to hear them. And now, the part you've been waiting for. Become a biter and check out this other video on how ram horns are so tough. See you next Wednesday.